So the situation that comes to mind for me is a couple years ago, bonus daughter went to the dentist on our week. What appointment was like at 10 o'clock? By 11:30, I got a phone call, and Biomom wanted every little detail I could give her. Who touched her daughter? Was it the dentist? Was it the hygienist? Was there a nurse? What was the lady at the front desk name? Did I give a copy of my driver's license? Did they want a copy of the insurance card? What chemicals did they use? Fluoride, non-fluoride? What flavor was the stuff that they put on the teeth? In my opinion, it was a little ridiculous, but I answered the best I could. Um, I was gonna text anyways when I got home and fed her lunch and fed myself. I was gonna text like, "Hey, it went well, blah blah. Here's what everything, the rundown." I thought about it for a couple days because it was like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. And on drop off on Sunday, me and my husband had talked about it. I said, "Look, that was a little over the top. I understand, but so that there's no confusion and there's no interpretation, misunderstanding, you need to be the one who takes her." Because even on our weeks, when we would take her to an appointment, my mom would show up. And we're like, why are three adults taking her off work for a routine physical? Why, like there was one time where she was really, really sick and she was coughing and it was really bad. We all did go. That's a little different. But we're now at a point where there's a little bit more trust that if we take her, she just gets a brief run. Yeah, it was okay. They gave her this medicine, blah, blah, everything's good. But I told her, look, if you're going to be like that, then you need to take her so that your anxiety is put to ease with all the information that you want to know. Because I'm going to have anxiety of, did I tell her everything that needed to be said? And it got to the point, like during COVID, if she had to go to the doctors, I would tell Biomom, you have to take her. One, I'm not allowed to take my son in. My son was a baby, and my son stayed in the NICU for a little bit after he was born. So I was not taking him to a doctor's office with sick kids. And now that I have my daughter, that's kind of, we tell her, like, you have one child versus I have three when she's in my house, you know, and it does keep the peace. Biomom handles that. We are working on, hey, please don't make us reach out for information. Like if you have a doctor's appointment, like she did on Tuesday, yesterday, with the therapist to kind of up the meds and talk about how she's doing, we don't want to have to reach out every time for information. Can you just send us a quick text? Hey, went well. She's upping it, for another month. Cool. Now that the expectations are set with Biomom, things are getting a lot better. And it's making our relationship even better.